Hey everybody, what's going on? My name is Matt Chacha. I'm your lead community developer here at Gun Media, and I'm hyped because this is Layers launch. I'm joined by
Launch
my
day,
boy.
launch day.
Right. I'm joined by my boy, Mr. Wes.
Hello,
Kellner,
everyone.
our creative director, Mr. Ronnie Hobbs.
There's a whole crap load of people that we know in chat, by the way, that just jumped in all of a sudden. Sarah just jumped in. Sarah, dope. Sorry, I didn't mean to jump right ahead and get
No,
right
but
into
I like how I'm
call-outs.
like Wes Kellner, and you're like, hi everybody, and then I'm like Ronnie Hobbs, and he's just like,
I'm just wave.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is Ronnie Too Cool for School Hobbs.
Yeah.
We have layers of
No,
beer.
it's because Ronnie has like killed himself the last 4 days.
Yeah, that's
5 days.
probably fair,
getting
yep.
ready for this.
Yep.
No.
So now, oh my God, Matt, Ronnie West, perfect stream already. JJC, how's it going? Let's get the hellos out of the way real quick.
Perfect stream already.
Because we've got a little something to talk about, a little something called Layers of Fear. Now, before we do that, though, Mario Jr., JJC, Wes Kellner, who's that guy? Sarah Dope,
idea.
Imp Mech, Kemp Voorhees, Leonard.
What?
We got a Mad Moxie. Hey, Peanut. We got over on Mixer. We have Sephiroth. It's Henley Rogue. We got Serial Killer Zen Mike. How's it going, everybody? Black Shadow. What's up? We actually posted an update on that Jason situation. All the update that we currently have on socials, and today we're talking about Layers of Fear. Because I don't know if you heard.
Hey, nice T-shirt, by the way.
Yeah, some guy
Where's
gave it
yours?
to me outside.
I didn't get the memo.
No one sent the email out to me.
But we all wearing black, son.
Yeah, now I just look like a nerd because I'm like, Layers of Fear, guys. And they're like, yeah. But we do have Layers of Fear up and running. Ronnie's going to be on the sticks. We're going to play through a little bit of Layers of Fear. We're going to talk about what's going on with the launch, talk about what's going on with the... So far, one thing I want to note, if I can, before we jump into the game, I wanted to say a quick thank you to all of our content creator friends. We've had an exceptional showing of support from our friends in the content creator space across Twitch, Mixer, YouTube, everywhere that you can, WordPress, blogs, everywhere. And from everybody at Gun, we really appreciate that. Thank you guys so much for all.
Poor Matt, the guy that goes to the concert wearing the band shirt.
Bruh,
Called
mean,
out, son.
it's all good. I'll be that guy. I'm fine. You know?
I love it. That's awesome.
I actually bought it out of a trunk in the parking lot getting a corn. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I'll be that guy. But yeah, so thank you very much to everybody who has been supporting on all of those channels.
I mean,
doing this.
we're a small team, Blue, we're a small team, and I think we hit number 7.
Oh yeah,
on Twitch.
6 if I'm not mistaken.
That's maybe it was 6. It maybe peaked at 6. It was kind of jockeying back and forth. Either way, that's awesome. It's very, very cool to have done that. So thanks for all the influencers, casters, and whatnot that helped us get there. That was really cool.
There are
There were
huge.
so many
teams.
playing, we didn't know who to watch.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Did you have that problem? Where
I had
like,
3 tabs of
Yeah.
people, and then I would like jump in and say hey for a minute, watch a little bit, and I'm like, I gotta.
Yeah.
And I close and I open another tab with somebody else, and yeah, it was over and
I
over
had
again.
I had the Twitter open and Twitch, so it was like I'd jump into a Twitch, I'd get settled in, I'd start talking a little, hanging out,
Yeah.
and then you'd see another one pop. I'm live now, and it's like I gotta at least say hello, you know.
I told like 100 people I was going to watch them, and then I was like,
did?
oops, they all went live at the same time.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's happened to us too last night.
Yeah.
Because I got into maybe 3 or 4 different streams last night to just say hey to friends and stuff that I knew. And like 5 seconds later, Emma popped the Gun Media account. That was you, right?
that was me, yeah.
And Matt jumping in and being like, hey, and I'm like, bro, I already here, I got it.
Yeah.
And he would go, oh, okay.
later.
And he would open another tab, and I was already in that chat, that chat too.
It's true. I left the one
was
stream,
great.
jumped into the next one, and as soon as I said something, I saw Wes Keltner, and it said Gun Media is following
I'm
me.
like,
I was
dude.
like, man.
So basically, he was in every stream.
Yeah.
Every tab open.
Yep.
Yep.
But yeah, so it was a little bit of a hectic launch, but at the same time, you know, there's huge teams that sit and watch that Twitch counter, and they watch it biting their fingernails. And honestly, yesterday was really impressive. Today has been super impressive as well. And so thank you to everybody out there who's behind the cameras doing the things. We appreciate it. Now, next order of business is, I mean, we kind of have said it many ways, but I just wanted to reiterate to everybody that on PC, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Layers of Fear 2 is out now. It's live on all platforms.
Globally. Yep.
That's right. It's $29.99 US dollars on all 3 platforms. You can get it. And also, so many. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us here today, but there are so many of your favorite content creators still, you know, getting basically, you know, pooping in the pants.
Oh, yeah.
We'll say
100%.
across all of Twitch, Mixer, and YouTube. So by all means, make sure you check out and show support. There's a lot of really great giveaways going on with a lot of really great, you know, content and some prizes.
And also, our pals over at PlayStation, they have the cool dynamic themes.
Yeah.
So we're working along with them to make a couple more Layers of Fear 2 dynamic themes to put up. No date as to when those will be finalized, but it's being worked on as we speak. Just to have some more cool stuff to have in there. We also, one of them was nearly done at launch, but I didn't want to put it in the marketplace yet because the theme alone kind of has a little bit of a nod towards late game, and I was like, oh, I don't want to spoil it, right?
Yeah.
So let's not put that in the store immediately. Like, let's let it kind of marinate for a bit, and then we'll release it. So yeah, those things are coming, quote unquote, coming soon. So keep an eye on the store, and we'll hit up on Twitter whenever they go live. Let people know. I just wish we could do more of those things on other platforms too.
Yeah,
that would be rad.
The live theme thing is really cool because I mean I don't know if any of you guys have seen the one that is up on PlayStation.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was the pre-orders.
That was a pre-order one.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Rated M for mature.
It's just neat to be, when you're hyped about a game to be able to skin out your console of choice.
I don't know, dude. I heard something creepy.
Someone's playing the trailer. Rob.
Oh, dude, is it
That's a launch trailer.
Hey,
In our ear. I think Rob was watching the launch trailer. Doesn't know it.
Yeah,
That's weird.
Rob, we appreciate your enthusiasm. But it's like
All of a
super
sudden, Tony Todd comes in. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
You're hearing too much Tony Todd.
There's nothing like just sitting here and being like, all three of us were kind of looking at each other like, that's not.
It's like that really happened.
Right.
It's like my brain.
I know I've been living in Layers land, but yeah, guys, rated M for mature. See, there you go. That we got that out of the way. But yeah,
Retro Betty still wants Gunderwear.
bro, Gunderwear.
We gotta make it.
I mean, everybody's like talked about it now to the point that I'm like, I guess we have to make these things.
We gotta wear
Yeah.
it in here.
No, hell, you can.
Yeah, right. They have to be like under
Boxers or
Roo.
briefs?
They have to be like under Roo style.
Boxer briefs, right?
Remember when you were a kid and you
Not
had like
tidy
No,
whities.
we might go tidy whities, like the Underoos style. With
Can't
the,
get like the quarter down,
no,
like the boxer briefs.
no,
don't
no,
hide it, man. Just
you gotta let all the leg
let it
out.
go- let it
You know
go.
what I'm saying?
I don't know if I can do tidy whities.
Dude, you do a lot of squats and deadlifts and stuff.
Yeah, you're good to go, man. Actually, yeah. If you
Launch
have
trailer?
it queued up, let's do that, man.
So Robin, our ear producer extraordinaire, just
Yeah.
said, "Hey, sorry, I was queuing the trailer and I didn't realize it was on the hotline." So, but that was what was just said. So I think we'll queue up the launch trailer, which just came out a couple of hours ago.
Yeah.
So we can run that now, so you guys can take a peek before we jump in and play the game. So Rob, take it away.
Rated M for mature.
Do you hear it? That distant rumble. A tide rises in the veins of the world. It comes for you. Weak, weightless, worthless. Shift the balance. When chasing dreams, we often find ourselves in a nightmare.
Woo, woo.
Man, I love that trailer.
That trailer's pretty dope, right?
I love it.
Where's the Layers of Fear stickers? Man,
Yeah.
when we
Where are they?
discuss stickers.
Oh.
Discuss stickers.
When we had some pins made, but those got gobbled up real fast.
Well, I mean, as is the nature of Layers merch so far, and this
Yeah.
sounds like self-serving, like weird hype man stuff, but it's true.
Yeah,
Whatever we make of Layers merch,
it goes quick.
it goes quick. It's to the point where we should probably just order double, but then I'm afraid that we'll be reordering double as we're already reordering whatever we order.
Well, we're trying to find a partner that we can work with to be able to put up a merch store so that people can buy a few of these things. Since we're not in the business of running a merchandise website and fulfilling orders and mailing stuff, like that's not what we do, obviously. So we're trying to find a partner that can help us do that. One that's somewhat affordable and
Sure.
and is cool to work with and stuff. So we're putting those pieces together too. So another coming soon is Layers Merc.
Yeah, and now we also have serial killers talking about for Mixer. That is something that we can look into. layers stickers in Mixer. Ooh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He's talking about the animated.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Mixer
sure.
has a ton of.
And that's my fault. I saw stickers and I was just immediately I was recalling.
He's like, no, not real stickers.
Yeah, we had this conversation about stickers, and we were like, but a sticker, it's you're either like, where do I put it? Because I don't want to like just throw it away. Then you stick it on something that you don't have anymore, and you're like, wow. So we put that effort into some other things, and actually, I think that's where the idea for the pins was born, and so on and so forth. But yes, Layers merch again to just be the hype man for the creators again. Your favorite creators have a bunch of cool stuff to give away. Now I know some of them are being a little more like reserved with what they've got to give away, so I'm not going to blow up any spots or anything and say who's got what. But tune into your favorite creators because we have partnered up with I feel like everyone.
Right.
Believe me, I'm in the emails every day, so I feel like literally everyone has partnered up with us for something. So tune in and check those things out. But without further ado,
We playing?
Ronnie, I was waiting for the camera. Oh, there it goes. Ronnie is going to jump on the sticks and play a little Layers of Fear 2. We're going to pretty much cruise through. I believe we're going to do like chapter 1 and see where that puts us out.
Let me speed run it. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'll play normal.
I was going to say, yeah, Ronnie could
This is his
legitimately-
4 billionth time playing it.
Right. He
So,
could play this with his eyes closed, his hands behind his back.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, hanging from his feet,
I'll pretend I don't know what I'm doing, kind of.
Yeah, there you go.
Ooh, gosh, that was scary.
Oh, what
Is he
happened
gonna-
there?
Is he going to say that?
Go.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And Rob, our producer, just real quick was like, like,
Technical difficulties.
let's see here. I got it, I think.
I
Full
think
screen.
what we're dealing with here is a full screen issue. Or it's a windowed mode and it's
You'll have to do
settings.
that. Yeah.
hit the button. What,
I have an intro here.
yeah, we have a controller. What do you?
There you go. I can
Oh,
take,
that? Oh, there you go.
There we go.
Matt, take the
did
wheel.
it.
There we
That
go.
did it.
See, look, totally professional.
Look at us. We know what we're doing.
And we're playing the game.
And we're back. Hey, there it is. Cool.
So just off the top of the hour here, getting a lot of questions, comments, and whatnot about Friday 13th. Obviously, today is launch day for Layers of Fear 2, and the stream title is about Layers of Fear 2, so this stream is about Layers of Fear 2. That's what we're going to be focusing on here because the whole team's been working with our partners at Bloober to bring this game to market. So it's kind of a big day for all of us. The next time that we come on and stream, we can definitely talk about Friday and issues that are around Friday and fixes that are coming in for Friday. Happy to do that. We just ask for some patience from you guys today and understanding that it's a big day for us and this is what we're excited about and this is what we're going to be showing and discussing today. It doesn't mean we don't care about Friday the 13th. It just means that, we've been working for 2 years with our partners on this and it's
You only
time.
have one launch day.
You only have one launch day.
That's right.
So, with that said, let's get into some.
With that said, check out the
He's the
smooth
rat
sounds of
queen.
Mitch Murder.
Check-
Marta Chaos, how's it going? Good to see you in here. Blindfold him, he's too OP. Havoc says blindfold him, he's too OP. Yeah.
Would be.
It is Layers Day. That's right, Serial Killer. Now, normally, when we're showing this kind of thing for the first play, I always try to take a back seat and be real nice and quiet because I want people to be able to get it. But I think that...
this typeface that was used right here.
Yeah.
There's
that-
multiples too.
Yeah, but
It's
this
like-
one in
yeah.
particular, I've seen a lot of streamers say the unmoving,
They don't know what it says.
Yeah.
Yeah.
or they like try to say it and they don't. I'm like,
They're like, what's that?
is that hard to read? Like, is that a? Maybe it was.
That
maybe
font
that was
is a
the
little
the
hard
script
to read.
and the fact that it's leaning or was
There's two more
I don't know
variations.
my
And
typography
one of them,
terms,
they're
but-
actually, this is the hardest one to read.
Yeah,
The
but that says
unmooring.
the unmooring.
Which
Couple
means we're
people-
taking off.
It's
the boat's
right
being
when you
unmoored.
remove the ropes from.
A couple of people said it looked like Act L, and that one I could see.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, but, except for the fact that I know that there's no such thing as an Act L. Aside from that,
Right.
yeah.
No.
Cursive.
Properties.
Cursive is hard to read for a lot of folks. Yeah, it can
Yeah.
be. It can be. So, are we talking? Okay, here's the question before you get started, Ronnie. Sorry. Are we calling out references as we see them, or are we just leaving that alone?
I'm waiting for someone to ask something story-wise, and I don't want to spoil it because people still.
We
figure the
definitely
story
should
out.
not do
Okay.
that. But if we
No
see
spoilers.
references
Film
to
refer-
other films, do we
Sure.
go, hey, that's this?
Absolutely.
I mean,
Because you just passed one.
do we want to? Is that a marketing thing?
I
Or it's
think-
like I want to save all this for later, and then
I
I'm going to
think
tell
there's
everyone.
merit
Okay.
in chapter 1 in us pointing
In
out the
chapter
things that
1.
are-
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Do
I
it.
think in chapter 1, we're going to call out things that we notice that are from films. Chat, I don't think that's going to ruin the game for you. It's just little things that we noticed. And the first one is on the left side of the bed that I noticed as soon as you walked in there. And that's the exact same metronome from 7.
That's right.
Because Morgan Freeman needs a metronome to sleep at night. He needs that to kind of calm the darkness that he sort of struggles with that he sees every day. The metronome.
You guys don't sleep with a metronome
No.
You do?
and a rain mixture.
Of course you would.
Rain.
Creepy son of a bitch.
It's actually waterfall, rain, urban rain, and metronome.
What's the difference?
What is
between
urban rain?
There's car horns and
It's got some,
ambulances.
it's got,
Cop
it has
sirens
ambient.
and shit?
No, it has ambient. Like, it's different.
Bum throwing up outside.
Wind, it's got a little bit of wind. You can.
I know you got $1.
He's like, I got these
I can imagine
cheeseburgers.
that here walking down to Starbucks. I don't need that.
How's it going, T Streets? We're hanging out playing some Layers of Fear 2. This is chapter 1 of Layers of Fear 2 because, as you might know, it's Layers launch day.
Note from your agent. He says get to work.
Yeah, the story elements like that it's a pick up and read thing. We'll probably breeze through those pretty quick and let you guys be able to read those things in your own playthrough. As again, to not dig too deep into story stuff, but just kind of poke around a little bit.
Serial Killer says there's a pterodactyl. Horrible joke,
Pterodactyl.
but I laughed.
Always turn the water on.
Act
and be-
L.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I appreciate bad jokes, but Serial Killer, get out. Somebody
Yeah.
time this man out.
yeah, that one was rough. T Streets, what's up? How's it going?
Oh, and real
to see
quick,
you.
Dandy Ass Gaming. I just like saying your name because I mean,
Dandy Ass.
Yeah, Dandy Ass Gaming.
Have
How's
you
it
seen
going?
people? Sorry to interrupt. Have
No.
You seen people actually use this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and everybody was like, "Oh, that was a good opportunity for a jump scare there." And a few people, I was like, "Come on, man, that's like way too easy."
It's
Right.
for a purpose.
Yeah.
In the water are items.
Yeah.
Okay.
Easy.
Well, it's not.
Yeah, I was gonna say a couple of people have picked up on all of them, and they continually returned back to it. But we'll stop
okay.
there.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, and also hello to Reanimate Her. How you doing, friend of the show in the Mixer chat there. I hope everything's going well, and I hope your Layers launch day is awesome too.
I've heard a lot of positive comments about the toilet flushing. Yeah, I have too.
Yep.
It's similar to that Twitter feed that's like, can you pet the dog?
Yeah.
Can you flush the toilet?
Exactly.
And it's the first thing, every stream that I watch, the first thing they do, they load it up and they go, okay, chat, we're going to play Layers of Fear 2. They walk straight into the bathroom and check if the toilet flushes.
You cannot pet the dog in this game.
No, I think it's a coping mechanism, honestly. I think they're like, they know that this is going to be really scary. So they're like, I'm going to go do this trivial task.
Oh, yeah. This is our narrator, not to be confused with the director. obviously.
Correct.
It's Tony Todd.
In his time plays the parts of many men.
These voiceovers are
He
great.
observes the others, while the others watch him. He's expected to behave properly, wandering through worlds that aren't really there. He puts on masks and adjusts accordingly. Each mask is a character. Each character a layer. Layers upon layers.
It's bad that I know this by heart. Like all these.
Yeah. As I'm listening to it, I'm like, yeah.
He must build the character he was meant to portray, or lose himself completely. Submerged, tightly surrounded by lives he's never lived. And yet, he stands
Avenger.
on a stage
What'd he say?
where every man
There's so much hair on today's stream. He's busting on you and I.
Yeah.
See how it is, Avenger.
and his
Y'all better hope I don't ever get hair again.
He's
I'll be
a
unstoppable.
Is that how that works? Does it just come back?
No, Bosley.
By the way, that thing that chases you in the game is effing scary and is going to give you a
Formless man?
stroke or heart attack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the formless man is the
He has a name, Zen.
name.
That dog scared the shit out of me, by the way. There's a lot of spots like that. You can just say certain things, and immediately I know what you're talking about, and I know the spot with the dog.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh yeah,
I know exactly what you're
100%.
talking about. Yep.
Oops. I like this part.
That one got a lot of people.
Right out of the gate.
That one got a lot of people.
That that lets you know how the game's going to go for a player.
I heard a lot of streamers. They were like, that would happen. They scream and they go, "I'm not ready."
yeah.
They're like,
Yeah.
Already checked out.
I wanted to play this game. I'm not ready.
This is a heavy story element, too, that you don't even realize
Nope.
for a while.
It's true.
I just like to look how pretty it is.
My friend is streaming this now, and my God, she's a jump scare queen, and it's gold. Yeah, I mean, those people who get spooked easily. We were talking about Takarita
Oh yeah.
getting, you know,
It's so she loves horror games, hates being scared.
Yep.
Like, how does that combination work?
People that love watching horror films, but they do it with a pillow in front of them.
Yeah.
that's right,
yeah,
like
yeah,
this
yeah.
through the, you know, through that
The fingers.
hand.
Yeah. Exactly.
So last night she was losing her mind though. That was one of the streams I had to turn off because my daughter, she was waking my daughter up.
Oh yeah.
She would
Screaming so
scream, and then I was like, I
Screamed
can't.
at anything. She would scream at the ambient sounds in the background that's like a thud or a loud something. Even if nothing moved on the screen, you just heard something off camera or whatever, she would scream at that.
Yep.
She was on edge for sure.
Currently, there is no VR version. We're just focused on our launch platforms of PC, Xbox One, and PlayStation.
I don't think they could handle it in VR.
You know, a couple of people had been asking, and then it was funny. I saw somebody in a stream chat yesterday say, you know, I had been asking for this in VR since I heard it was a thing. After watching it, I don't know that I could deal with that, you know, because there's some legitimate spots that, you know.
Yeah.
And necessarily said the lighting. One of the other cool things, as long as we're going to keep talking about Chapter 1 and stuff.
Yeah, sure.
Another cool thing, the change was made with Layers 1 to Layers 2 from Unity to Unreal.
Correct.
And with that change, there's been a lot of cool little tricks that can be pulled off. And the area that Ronnie was just in had some chairs that have that wicker woven back. And if you notice, the light comes through and casts that wicker woven shadow on the floor.
Yep.
Those little tricks are just, I mean, they're the kind of things that you don't necessarily always take note of. You don't look at it and go, look, you can count the square.
Well, that's the thing is if it's done like correct, right? Like lighting is done correct. The eye doesn't catch it. It's just like, yeah, that's what it's supposed to be.
That's just life. Whereas, you know, yeah.
And hats off to Bloober for
Absolutely.
for nailing that, because they made the jump actually when they made Observer. They moved from Unity to Unreal, so they learned a lot of tricks with Observer that then came over to this. Which, if you haven't played Observer, you're a dum dum.
Do it.
Yeah, you should definitely play Observer. And it's out on the Switch too now.
Yeah.
Correct? Yeah.
Yes, it's a fantastic game.
Again, those little, in case you're just joining us, those written bits of story and all of that, we're going to leave those for you guys. You know, of course, we want to try to, you know, keep that discovery element of Layers of Fear 2, you know, new to you. But
Avengers. I've been avoiding streams due to spoilers, which that's understandable. But this is the first time I'm seeing the game. It looks beautiful. I thought F-13 had great light, but holy hell, this is on a new level. Yeah, lighting in a single-player game is it's not as heavy lifting as it is to try to do on multiplayer. Not saying that one is easy and one is hard. It's not that. It's just optimization, and there is some baked lighting tricks that you can get away with single player that you can't necessarily get away with on multiplayer. Not in the same way, anyway. Especially for like items and stuff and props in the scene that in single player you just know I'm not supposed to really interact with that thing. It's just a part of the scene.
right.
Whereas in multiplayer, it's not necessarily the case.
Never met the guy in person, but few people have. That's why you hear all these rumors about him being broken or disfigured. All that nonsense.
Is that a Jersey accent? What is that?
Oh yeah, it's like New York.
Yeah.
Like old, you know, 20s, 30s New York, you know. Which New Jersey is just the same, you know.
Layers of Fear 1 bad graphics? I would disagree with you on that.
Yeah, I don't think the graphics are necessarily bad. Wes, what do you drink? That's straight vodka. Yeah, it's a launch day.
Yep. No, it's water.
The pace is great as well. I'm glad you're finding that. One of the things that I really like about it is especially later on, there's some, I can't say what, but there's some bits and pieces where you realize just how fluid all the movement is and the camera works and everything. It feels really nice and surreal at times and jarring at others. And
Trying to get that achievement?
No. Actually, I'm not going to show people how to do it.
Good for you. But the headphones will help.
Yep.
Morph UK,
Oh, yeah.
he spent a good amount of time
Trying
trying,
to figure that out.
and I didn't say nothing.
Did you
Now
figure
that
it
it's
out?
mentioned, I didn't say nothing because I was like, this is something that you're supposed to discover.
Hidden thing, yeah.
But they were onto something, and then they gave up.
Oh.
And I was like,
Oh,
he was
that's
so close.
Yep.
Well, I just wanted to pop in and say hi and congrats on launch. Don't want to see too much. Oh, J Pops, thanks for stopping in and saying hello, man. We appreciate it, and we totally understand. You take it easy.
By the way, J Pops has sent the team 2 gift cards to get some sandwiches
Oh, damn.
for everyone.
Thanks, J-Pops.
Everyone's been out. Like, I can't find a time when it's like everyone's here all at once.
Yeah.
But now that it is, like, we can take advantage of that. So big thanks to J Pops for sending that over.
Someone on Mixer with the username Oh the Horror is now following. And number one, I wanted to say that there's been a lot of talk given the, things going on in the last few days of horror and horror streamers. And so just going off your name alone, thank you very much for following and hanging out with us on Mixer. And if you have a channel, Oh the Horror, I'd love to check it out. So definitely let me know.
Look. Painter.
Interesting. Nod to the first one?
Yep.
Maybe.
And there were some legit fans that froze at that.
Oh,
easel.
yeah.
They
Oh,
were
yeah.
just like, oh my God.
God.
Yeah.
Sweet.
He does. I do. I'm glad to be here. He's part of our horror stream team on Mixer Reanimator. Thanks for bringing in your friends. Oh, the Horror, welcome. I'm going to make sure I check out your channel when we get done here.
Reputation. Makes his actors jump through hoops before he even lets them on the set.
Oh, we got a great
Supposed to
question
be
on
so
Mixer.
method of
Dandy Ass Gaming.
Mm-hmm.
In case you guys aren't aware
Great
of
name.
Dandy Ass Gaming. So Dandy Ass asks, that even sounds great. So I know y'all worked with Bloober on this game, but what role did you guys play in its creation?
what if
And the
the
short
guy's a
answer
little
is
nuts?
we're the
He's a
publishers. We're helping
director.
out with
He
marketing
comes with a job.
and PR and some influencer stuff, as well as PR partners. But
Yep.
the long answer is maybe something Wes can better elaborate on.
Well, it all started because we both teams adore horror, right? Like, and we were mid stride with Friday, and Observer had just came out, and we got introduced to the guys and just been like rapping about horror stuff, and they mentioned to us that they were working secretively on Layers Fear 2, and we were like, oh, that's awesome. If you ever need help, let us know. And they're like, yeah, about that. Like, we may actually take you up on that. And we were like, okay, cool. And Bart, who is their creative director, hooked up with Ronnie, our creative director, and just started talking horror, like what works, what doesn't work, from past experiences and things like that. And I think they built a strong relationship in that, and being able to kind of riff off each other. But Bart already had a very clear vision of what he wanted in this game, right? Like the bones were there. Like he knew what it was going to be. And I think it was probably nice for and I speak for Bart here, so I could be way off here, but just gauging from those conversations was, I think having Ronnie as a sounding board, really helped to solidify that vision, maybe even make a few adjustments here and there on some things. But it's always nice to have an outside person that you respect and that truly understands the subject, right? That you can say, hey, what about this? That you can bounce that off that person, and they can go, yeah, or have you thought of this thing or that thing? So when they asked for help, we stepped in and helped in any capacity that we could but the primary job of this relationship between Gunn and Bloober was to help them bring this thing to market, help get it on all platforms, help them with PR and marketing, help them with influencers. And that's not necessarily what Gunn does, quote, for a living. That's not what, like, our company is not going to henceforth go out and find projects and just be a publisher. It's when we find a team and an idea that we think is really rad, we respect it, and we know that people need to play it, see it, like this needs to be a thing. If we can help them make that happen, we're going to do it.
Yeah.
Like 100% of the time, we're going to do it. If it's not a fit, then we may say, sorry, that we don't think we can help with this, or we're not. You as a team aren't going to benefit from having us on board. So it really was out of that mutual love affair for good storytelling, good horror storytelling, is what kind of brought us together.
And that's one of the things I think is really.
And Venture says also Ronnie took off his shirt and flexed on them, and they knew that Gunn had the power.
That's right.
Me and Bart, we're that close.
Yeah. I think one of the cool things about the working relationship with Bloober and Gunn is the appreciation of horror. And I think that something that I find really interesting about it is that everybody here at Gunn has this passion for horror from like almost to a molecular level. With Friday, what you guys created with Friday the 13th. And again, I bring it up a lot. I apologize for anybody who's heard me ramble about this already, but the painstaking detail that goes into Friday the 13th and how it's a love letter to the franchise, that appreciation of the franchise is something that you see in a lot of that Bloober, it's a familial feeling when you meet somebody who has that same appreciation. And so some of the nods in this game, I mean, when you then... now that you can see what Layers of Fear 2 is, and you think of the people who made the Friday the 13th game with those painstaking details, and the people who made this game are working together, it's like, well, of course, yeah. That makes, and those kind of fits.
Yeah, it's like kind of a peanut butter and jelly.
That's right. You've said, yes, I love that. The peanut butter and jelly. Are we the peanut butter or the jelly? Are we nutty or are we sweet? You know what I mean?
We're probably nutty.
We're probably the peanut butter, yeah. How's it going with Prudence Blackwood? Thanks for joining us over on Mixer. Love these details, and the lighting is really putting you there. Streets, absolutely, right? F13 DBD01. Yes, Mixer, we are the same name.
I also think it has some of the best sound design I've heard
God.
in a horror game.
Yeah.
And again, that's biased, right? Like coming from me saying that. But when I play other horror games, not that they're not good, it's that this is at a different level for sound design. Yeah. And that's both the compositions, like the music itself that's in it, but also like that, the sound effects that are occurring, and the depth of where they're occurring, especially on headphones. If you're not playing this on headphones, you're missing out.
Headphones and binaural is really where it shines. It's crazy.
It's so good.
Yeah, Bruno, Arcadius, the orchestra stuff. These guys, they've Bruno. You guys might remember from either our dev blog on sound design. He wrote the dev blog that we partner up with SteelSeries to put out recently about lo-fi audio and some of those cool tricks that he did to accomplish those stingers and things. There's a lot of character in the sound. And then, like you said, you can go through those little stingers and even the lever there's a lot of like reality and weight in those sounds.
Yep.
And then you go through to Tony Todd's voiceover and the orchestra. And
it just creates layers.
Hey. It's not like you say, but it's one of those games where it's not like you sit there and you go, the sound design's really great. Soundtrack is, well, it is. It's like every note of sound.
You gonna hit it dead on? Oh!
I don't slow it.
Can you do it while it's moving?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't do it.
I mean, I won't be able to do it on stream. Probably.
Yeah, you can. Oh!
That was so close.
Almost.
It looks like you're maybe a shade late,
I'm a little
right?
slow today.
There.
There you go.
Nailed it.
Nice try, mannequin. I know you're great.
That's the high five mannequin.
Yeah.
Would you say it creates layers of fear? Yes, exactly, Kiba. That's the.
Make sure you're grabbing the movie posters too.
I've seen some folks just breezing right past them,
Yeah.
not grabbing them.
There's a reason for that.
And yet you cling to him. Because without me, you have nothing.
Dumb question, is this episodic? It's not a dumb question at all, Rogue. And no, while it has chapters, decided stopping points between each chapter, it's all out today in one piece. Love the game. Thank you, Gunn and Team Bluebird. Thank you, Justin. We appreciate it. And thanks for hanging out with us, man. Who was it? Lobos Jr. First off, he was terrified already. Second of all, he got
Chapter 1 already.
Because he doesn't play
not really, no.
horror games, right?
And he got to that doorway and he tried the door, and then when he went, he backed up and he was like, okay, and he stopped.
Yeah.
He flat out started talking to chat, and he was like, something's stopping me from turning around, guys. And he just spent like a minute there going,
He's like,
I don't want to turn around, but I can't.
It's coming.
Yep. I can't keep backing up.
That's great.
Hey, we got Dandy Ass Gaming with that scare, even in once removed in chat. That's awesome.
Make sure you're grabbing these as well.
The
Those are for your
Meow
phonograph.
Meow Record Company.
Yeah.
Meow.
Phonograph into your cabin between chapters. Same with the slides.
And I'm not going to give it away, but I am going to say that before you play them, the tubes for the phonograph, you should have your subtitles on.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it
Rob,
helps.
Producer Rob told me to turn the subtitles on, but I said
No, I get where you're coming from. I'm just saying maybe if you're
Just-
playing with subtitles off, before you run that through the phonograph, just pop them on for a minute. There's a.
yeah.
Is Mitch Murder on any of those tubes?
Yes.
Could you imagine that if you fired it up and it was just
Lo-fi.
like, someone call 911?
Yes, Mr. Hardy.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
The fastest vessel ever built, ready to set sail for the land of the free.
When you know you shouldn't, but you have to, and you know something is there. Exactly, T-Streets, that feeling. Those uneasy feelings, though, that's really one of the things that, in my opinion, the folks at Bluebird excel at. And it's that like, I'm scared and I'm confused and kind of
It's a harder horror to pull off.
Yeah.
You see a lot of horror games that, for the most part, it's just someone screaming boo.
Yeah.
And, I don't know. It doesn't take as much skill to do that.
Well, and as a fan, I'm going to separate and take the game industry hat off, and just as a fan, I'm going to say that I think it's fair to say that not everyone kind of falls into that same atmospheric horror the same way. You can go boo to almost anybody and get them. You know what I mean? If you time it right.
Oh, yeah.
And I think, it's a trickier thing to pull off, and so that's something that I really respect about the folks at Bluebird. And, yeah, a lot of people have said when they're done playing, I'm exhausted.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, well, yeah, it's a taxing experience. Some of
is.
them are like, I wanted to run through the whole thing, but I stopped at chapter
I need
3.
a break. Yeah.
Yeah, I needed to take a rest.
Soaked in doubt, or be there
How long does it take this game? How long does this game take to play through approximately? Everyone's a little different. I've seen an average of around 8 hours.
Yeah, 6 to 8 hours, probably.
Some streams I saw go past that, especially those that were exploring pretty heavily, or if they struggled with some of the puzzles.
Definitely meant to be played twice.
Yeah, oh
At
yeah.
least with the New Game Plus and all the collectibles, and there's hidden story elements the second time through that you don't get access to the first time. So
Yeah, and that's something else a lot of people noticed. A door closes, and then they're sealed off. And so I've been telling people, that's...
yeah,
you'll have
even
to
understanding the
back that.
story
Sure.
almost requires a second playthrough as well. So
That's the feeling I get when Moxie is quiet. Don't know what exactly she's gotten into, and I'm frightened. Yeah, same. Rando the Commando, how's it going?
Oh, Pumpkin Pan Pan's here. Afternoon. Good to see you again.
Yeah, I've heard around 5 to 9 hours. Yeah, and then, again, I was in a stream yesterday. It took the person maybe 3 hours to get through a chapter and a half, 2 chapters, depending on how much, you're soaking it in.
Well, I noticed too that there's a lot of pause, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of casters that are like hitting the pause for a little
Yeah.
while, and they're like, "Oh, I need to pee."
Oh, yeah, sorry, guys. I'm just going to get a water real
Yeah,
quick.
let's just hang
catch
out
my
with the
breath.
community, and you see like sweat coming down their forehead. You're like,
I gotta pee. cranking this.
I had to take a few breathers yesterday. Says Sarah Dope. Yeah,
Understandable.
it's respectable too.
My wife is an artist who is terrible at horror games. She played the first one horrified, but for the LOF world, fascinating. Absolutely. Philly man, thanks for tuning in and hanging out. I hope your wife enjoys Layers of Fear too.
I know you did it. You killed her.
Truth is,
Sib
was
Tiger,
her
what's going
killing
on?
me.
Good to see you again.
slowly, all this time.
All this time.
Mm-hmm. Try to get a little speedy there, didn't you?
Our friend Skin Teen
Yeah.
Yeah.
went off on a whole Twin Peaks
Oh yeah.
role in this
David
area.
Lynch and all that. Yeah,
that
yeah.
noir vibe and all that.
Even the music that's playing, she was like,
Yeah.
she nailed. She knew everything. She's calling out. This from this, and this is from this.
Good for her.
I'm like, she knows it all. How many people don't go back here? All of them.
Yeah, to get this.
Yeah.
Luckily, this code doesn't change.
It's in 2 places though.
Yeah,
You can find that code in 2 places.
it's one of the codes too. That some codes change every time you play it.
You know, that one
one.
doesn't change. And also, just because I've heard some people say this, when they see the code and then they go to the safe, they go, oh, why did I bother finding the code? They put it on the safe. It's only on the safe if you find it.
Correct.
So
Yeah.
if you don't find one of them little scraps,
Mm-hmm.
you just get to a safe and it's like, well, rip,
Good
you
luck.
know? Yeah, you get nothing. You get you stole fizzy lifting drinks. Oh, I saw that clip, and our producer Rob just jumped into our ears and said Galaxy Graves, who was streaming, I believe last night,
Yeah.
didn't notice the taped piece
Yeah.
up there. And because of some event she was doing, her chat was in emo-only mode,
Oh, no.
so no one could say anything. And so they just watched her struggle and sent all these
Just a whole bunch of emotes of like
Eyeballs.
hands on the head, like, oh
It made
god.
for a
Or like
hilarious
magnifying
clip.
glass.
No fear.
Yeah, I think it was
fury,
Taka
no
or somebody was
malice.
playing, and
There
same thing. It
we
was
shall
stuck up there
stand
above,
Our
and she was
hearts
like,
full
"Wait,
of
is
pride.
it? The numbers are 20, 40, 80 or whatever, or 10, 40, whatever."
40.
And she's like, "Which way's left and which way's right?" I don't. And I was like, "If we only put the instructions right above your head,
Yeah.
with precisely which way you're supposed to turn them," and
With
she's like,
arrows.
"Goo."
She's like, got me.
So she was like, "Get out of my chat, quit roasting
Yeah,
me."
it's like, leave.
Oh, Ice Philly Man says he bought it for his, again, our just wife who played LOF1. Bought it for her this afternoon. She said she might watch a Saw movie or two to desensitize a little
There
bit.
you go.
Yeah, we had one person say, "That's it, I'm done. That's a little much for me," and they just stopped because it's it gets heavy, guys.
Yeah.
It's
Here's some of the slides you can view on your projector.
Can you all tell Ronnie that Navi said hi?
What's up?
We
What's up,
just
Navi?
did.
Hope you're doing good.
The lighting detail is so sexy. Yeah, it is. They did a really great job. I love.
I don't
this
know how
part.
many people have actually figured this part out, but
Oh yeah,
I love it. And there's so many people that don't see that, don't mind that there's a door. They don't see that.
yeah.
They don't see that. So many people I've watched, they breeze right through this. They get, oh, there's a door, and they go through the door, and I'm like, yeah, but did you know
The warnings are there. We'll put
they're
it that way.
they are there?
Co froze.
Oh, did he found it? He found it.
that, and then he was just like, "What? What? But what? But what?" It was great.
that'll
Gets
if you
heavy,
do this
though. Yep.
another time, it'll come back to
Mm-hmm.
hurt you. All right, let's go to the door.
I was going to message Ronnie, but got lazy. Don't judge. Hey, Prudence Blackwood, it's all good. Dandy Ass Gaming on Mixer said, I forgot hosting was a thing and hosted us. So,
Oh,
hey, thanks
wow.
for the host, Dandy.
Thank
we
you.
appreciate it.
Moxie says it's a big honor in horror gaming to have someone quit your game because it was too scary. Yeah.
It's true.
Another
One of my
film
other
set.
one of my other favorite
Good
quotes
eye.
was, I'm going to pass out. And right there, I was like,
Yeah,
I
please
had
don't.
this moment where I was like 50-50. I was
Like, please do.
yeah, please don't. Please do. I want to tweet that. I just want you to be safe.
Yeah, please
You
pass
know
out
what I
and get
mean?
up.
Stay on camera so I can clip it.
Yeah, I want you to be healthy, but I really want that content.
Fellow is wise enough to play the fool.
I'm a terrible person. I apologize, guys.
You wanted them to get up.
Yeah, I didn't want them to hit their head or anything. I thought maybe just like for a minute or two, or a moment.
Like the people on roller coasters that just kind of
Yeah, right.
they come back to again like, oh God, yay!
And then
pass
it's like,
out
oh,
again.
that's right.
This is what my closet looks like at home.
Yeah.
You keep like nets and
It's the way you can keep my animals from running off of my shoes.
Oh, you have to tie them all down. Yeah.
if your closet really looked like that.
Maybe.
Figures, faces, voices from the past, wrapped in a heavy, old bag.
There's a couple of faces in that photo that they're a little discerning. And another thing to point out here is that is on purpose, like
Oh,
the speed
stop frame?
right,
Yeah.
that is moving.
Yeah, it's
That there was some that had called out like, "Ooh, why is there a frame dip right here?" And I'm
the
like,
same with the mannequins. They're not supposed to move smooth.
I know.
It's our nod
whole
to
point.
old school
yeah,
stop motion.
yeah. One person's exact words were, "That's a weird bug because the rest of the world is so buttery smooth, 60 frames. I wonder why that's."
Yeah.
And it's like, you're right there.
Artistic
Right.
vision.
You're right there.
Make the jump, buddy. You're almost there. You're almost there.
That's all it takes to set the human soul on fire.
So we're gonna, just because some people missed it, we're about to make a decision here in the game. And there are several sections throughout the game where you make decisions that affect your ending. Of course, we have 3 different endings. So I'm gonna show you what to look out for.
Creation always begins with an act of destruction.
I love that line.
He has all kinds of one line. Here we go. This recording sign. When you see that, that means you're about to make a decision that affects your ending.
Because the cameras are rolling on you now.
And the
Yes.
director is giving direction.
Correct.
Yes. So you can obey or disobey the director at all, key for these scenes. So
One life ends.
SSJ4 Go Get a DBGT. Wow, that's a name. Thanks for the follow, man.
There are 3 possible endings, Avenger.
The right one. Action.
listen. You need to listen to his words closely too, or else you may be confused on what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Here he says the right one. So,
For life, one must be taken. The right one. No.
yeah. Who should I shoot, chat?
But
Female
do
or
not
the male?
See. Shoot her.
Well, you know what Tony wants you to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna say the male.
Let's go
Justin
ahead.
says the right one. I think you should go for the dude.
Take your shot. I'm just gonna murder the male.
Jeffrey said the right one, which could mean the correct one.
Nope.
Too late. Sorry.
It's the left one. You're correct. We're ensuring you're always right.
Old as time. Who are we to rewrite it? Who are we to deny it?
Ronnie got impatient and he didn't wait for the stream
Sorry.
delay because now we have votes going on.
Well, I didn't think
People
they
are
were.
like-
Yeah, the stream delay. I was like, I guess they don't care. So I'll just do it.
Poor Ronnie was like, well, screw it then. I'll just
I'm like,
shoot
fuck
one.
you guys. I'm out.
I hope you guys don't mind me eating some candy while we sit here.
I'm already eating mints myself, so
Yeah,
you're good.
you know, a lot of people, the thing about the choices too is it's a very fluid progression. There's no hard why in the road.
No.
You know what I mean? And you make a
These
choice. and
decisions
then-
up for debate too, and you still
And
can't.
by the way, just to point this out, because again,
The lighting?
some people are missing the point here. That's the bullet hole
Yes.
that you just shot, also doubling as if a projector light.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The difference between pointing a camera at someone and pointing a gun at someone.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Exactly.
There's a lot of subtlety there, but yeah, absolutely. And again, with the choices, you don't come to a Y in the road and just go left or right, and then
Yeah.
you see a different thing. It's really subtle. I mean, it's the notes that you find and the context of the
But man, when
notes.
people get it, when they get to the end of this game and they get it, they're like,
If they get it.
"Oh my god!"
Yeah.
You know.
I know.
But if they don't, then they're like, "It was still a cool game." You know. Subtle spooks too. Yep.
Whoa, Jeffree Star, thanks for the host. Now you want candy corn? We're not having candy corn, I promise.
No.
Candy corn is, I mean, if you like candy corn, that's cool. I'm not going to judge you. Me personally, no thanks.
I might rather eat a circus peanut.
Yeah. Oh, God, remember circus peanuts?
They're
Yeah.
the worst candy in the history of the world.
In my house, I felt like we had a bag for my entire
We did.
childhood
Yeah.
because nobody would touch
Yeah,
it.
except my dad.
Yeah.
He's the only dude on the planet that ate those.
Oh. Man, circus peanuts, that brings me back.
Man.
Well, I shot the right one. Well, Justin, you're a monster.
Listening to the director.
I'm kidding. Circus peanuts are snacks that even I refuse to eat, says Sarah Dope the Snack
Yeah,
Queen.
if Sarah won't eat something, you know that there's a problem. I've never not seen her eat something.
Right.
The girl likes her snacks.
She does.
She's the unofficial snack queen. I mean, I don't know, you know.
Like I'm in the Twilight Zone.
It's funny. And why is he there? He wasn't there a minute ago. And why is he holding a gun now? Avenger, based on your comment there. I see what you're trying to say. I don't think it's lazy. And I'll give you an analogy after this. Hold on.
That's one of my favorites.
It's a really good one.
Yeah.
So, I don't think it's lazy if a horror game chooses to use a lot of jump scares, loud sounds, loud images, flashing light, you know, like an over the top, too much of it. I don't necessarily think it's lazy.
Look what I found, Mr.
And I think
Hardy.
it's kind of
This chance
similar
will lead us away
to
from
eating,
peril
and I've said this
and into
before in
safe harbor.
other chats and stuff, but eating spicy food, like using hot sauce and things like that. Like there are spicy foods and hot sauce that just punch you in the mouth for just punching you in the mouth, and you're like, this is just hot to be hot, right? And that's a thing. But there's also spicy food that's far more complex, right? It's got more
takes
depth to the
courage to
flavor
stand
and
up to
stuff that's in
someone
it.
stronger than you.
And there's people that just
I
like
could never do it.
the different
I
things,
wasn't
right? There's
brave
some people
enough.
that want to get punched in the mouth with hot flavor, and there's other people that want more subtle flavors, smoky flavors, more, right? And it's really just kind of what you're into, and I think it also has to do with like a sophisticated palate. That those that don't eat a lot of hot, then a punch in the mouth is like, whoa, this is totally different. But people who do eat a lot of hot, they get past that and they see there's more complexity to it. And I think horror is somewhat in the same, where there's those that maybe don't consume a lot of horror, be it film or game. And so when someone says boo, they go, oh, I'm scared. And it elevates the heart rate. You have a fight or flight reaction to it, and it feels good. And you're like, endorphins are going, and you're like, oh, that was scary, right? But psychological horror and this type of tension, the buildup of the tension, is more similar to me to like foods that have that complex flavor, right? It's not a punch in the mouth of quick hot. It's a build up of complexity of flavors that, yes, they are warm. And then whenever you do hit that one note, you're like, woof, man, the payoff on that was awesome, you know? So that's the way I look at at games or films that have horror in them is that when I see the overuse of, I don't think, oh, that's lazy. I think, oh, there's an audience that has a less complex taste. They're not a sophisticated taste. And that is like a gateway for them to get into more horror to maybe then find some complexity.
Yeah.
That's it.
Very well put.
I'm a huge fan of the hot sauce analogy. I've heard you roll that out before, and I'm like,
It works because just most people have put hot shit in their mouth and been like, it's fucking hot.
yeah,
You know?
exactly. And then they've had that like burning kind of, like that slow, flavorful kind of hot.
It's just one of the best pieces of music I've heard in a long time. Just coming up here.
Lily,
They did so good.
I think there's something in the dark. Shh. Someone's coming.
Hello? Anyone there? Bloody hell. The chief wants it checked so bad he can bloody well do it himself.
Especially when the strings pick up.
Oh, yeah. It's,
Pop, 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 pop,
yeah, it's
yeah.
so good. So gives me chills. Just,
And that modulation in and out of key.
oh, I know.
It's unnerving.
Oh, hey. Hello to your wife, Mr. Icy Philly Man. Hope she's enjoying the game if she's gotten into it yet. I know she's boning up with some, like, Saw movies and stuff, getting her horror on before she jumps in the layers of fear, too, but... That's my dude. Me and him are going bowling this weekend.
Do this blindfolded, son. Talking to the producer.
Yeah.
Close the door.
You coming?
Oh, look at him. Bragging. Most people barely get the door shut before he grabs them.
This spot will do. Hurry, we have to secure it. They'll be here any moment. Lily, I'm scared. You should be scared. You know what happens if they find us. They'll send us back.
Uh-oh.
Actually getting all the doors shut.
This audio here, I could listen to on a loop. That stinger, just like I want to live my life with that in my ear.
So good.
The door behind you.
I almost screwed up.
Almost didn't lock it.
The hunt.
And again, that change, that shift, that color shift, I love it. We talk a lot about the subtle things that build and those color shifts. I think a lot of folks don't realize how that plays with your mind, even when you're not noticing it all that much, because then when you see color, it puts you off guard. And then when you see black and white, it puts you on guard. Then it'll fade its way back to color, and then it'll get you with something. And those toying with you and keeping you on your toes. I mean, again, uneasy is a word that keeps coming to mind, and it's true. The game does a great job of making you uneasy.
I had Sarah Dope says, I had so many problems with those doors last night. Ronnie just made it look so easy. He's MLG, you didn't know?
After you play it for 1 million times, it'll be
Freaking
great too.
MLG.
We are now entering the eastern part of the borough. The area holds a special place in my heart as I grew up not
That,
Yeah, mine are.
right? Did that just mess with you too? Yeah.
That's awesome. Let's go look out the peak color.
Ronnie over here 360 no scoping the doors.
That's right.
wasn't for their
It's true. Mm.
a boy. Perhaps you won't mind if we pick his brain a bit. Morning, young man. What's your name? Morning, young man. What's your... Morning. Good man.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's your movie poster collection. I have 3.
So he's pretty much wrapped up
Yeah, that's chapter 1,
Chapter
guys.
one.
after 1.
And I hate to be a party pooper, but
Yeah.
we are not going to jump into chapter 2 now.
Yeah.
You guys have all of chapter 2 to discover on your own. We also have various things to get back to. I don't know if you could tell, but my phone's been buzzing in my pocket, which means I have email and things. So, yeah, we're going to tone it down here and wind down and get out, but get back to work. But Layers launch is continuing. There's a whole bunch of people streaming. There's a whole bunch of things going on in Layers of Fear 2, in case you guys hadn't heard earlier. $29.99 US, and it's available on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC through the Steam store.
Where would you recommend fans go hang out and talk with other?
I would say probably the Gun Media Discord.
That's a really good call.
We have a whole section dedicated just to Layers of Fear. And now you can pop in there and you can talk about Layers of Fear 1, Layers of Fear 2, all the different things. Let us know what's going on. I'm thinking about opening up a separate channel for talking about Endgame for those of you who
Yeah,
you know, those
That's
rabid
a good idea.
you know, those rabid fans who
They're going
picked
to
it
need
up
somewhere to discuss all the theories and
without
all
ruining
the
it for anyone
characters.
else.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
So, yeah, definitely pop into the Gun Media Discord. It's ! Discord and chat, and you'll get a link. Oh, look, Gun Media Support already did it for us. That'd be a great place to hang out. We'll be back on Thursday. So we have, again, just to give you a quick recap, our Beyond streams are on Tuesdays where we cover all the news coming out of Gun Media. On Thursdays, we have a show called Tales from the Stream, and starts at 3 p.m. Eastern as well, and that's where we kind of hang out and spend some time with the community playing video games from, you know, us or other developers. I think this week we'll probably do a little more Layers, though.
There you go.
I think we'll probably stick on the Layers hype and have another play session of Layers of Fear. Maybe we'll figure out something a little special, so somewhere that we want to show you guys in a little more detail. By then, the game will be in the wild for a bit. But yeah,
Cool.
Ronnie's flipping that thing over there. Yeah, there we go. If we can throw back to camera 4. Thank you very much, Rob. For Rob, our producer, who's behind the controls, behind the cameras.
Oops.
Oh, wow, you just knocked me out,
Punch
man.
Matt in the face. Sorry. Sorry.
I'm
man.
passed out from the fear. We've got Rob back there behind the controls. We've got Mighty Mel back in the other room handling everything on the support side. And for Ronnie and Mr. Wes Keltner, my name's Matt. I'm your lead comm dev. I'll be around. We'll all be around. We'll be in the Discord as well, hanging out with you guys, chatting. So I hope you guys enjoy the game. I hope you guys have a great day. And thank you very much for spending your time with us.
Peace.
See.